Hello again, Misfits, and welcome to another 1 minute review. And this time we're taking a look at Flamecraft. Now this game was the hotness. I had to say it. It was very, very hot, and still actually kind of is for a while. People couldn't get their hands on this sucker. It kind of snuck up out of nowhere. Largely what people drew in people was the art. It was super cutesy. It looked adorable. You have all these cute dragons in there going shopping and everything. I mean, it just sounds like Misfit Amanda is drooling over there already, I'm sure, honey, right?
Of course.
Yes. It just looked adorable. But then actually when you get the game, it turns out to be awesome. So now we have the basic edition. They had a Kickstarter edition, which I think you can still get with metal coins and slightly fancier dragons. I actually really like the wooden dragons that they give you in this. These are actually kind of adorable themselves, but they have, I think, ones with tampos on them that actually have the art from the thing if you want like the super authentic one. But I actually really like this. This is the basic edition. It comes with this awesome mat and very, very good components. So it doesn't really matter is what I'm saying. You don't need the Kickstarter for this, but it doesn't hurt to have it. This game is awesome. So the components are very nice. We started playing the game and was actually very surprised at how fun this game was. Now, it's a worker placement game. For those that are doing worker placement games, you basically get a worker, maybe sometimes more workers, in this case only the dragon, and you put them on the board. And if you've ever played Waterdeep or any other games, if not, it's the same formula. You basically put them on a spot, and you get bonuses or things for putting them there, usually resources that you use to spend on other things. The thing about this game is, though, it's not overly complex, and it isn't, I mean, it is a little competitive, but not super competitive. It's also not really solitaire either. It's a little bit of both. But largely, you're competing for points, and that's how you win. You have a point track right here, which goes around, and whoever has the most points wins. So what are you doing with these dragons? You're basically taking these dragons, you're sending them shopping, right? Who doesn't love dragons that are shopping? Send them to shops. When you go to shops, you actually activate most everything at the shop. You get resources based on what's in the corner for the dragons there and for what's ever on the top of the shop. And you get these little resources. So like, for example, I would get these two for going there. Then you can actually trigger the dragons underneath. So the dragons have like a little ability that you can fire off as well. On top of that, you'll have a hand of cards with more dragons in them, and you can take your cards from your hand and place one of them in the shop that you visited. Now, the trick with this is the cards in your hand have a symbol in the corner, like everything else in this game, and it has to actually match the symbol on the spot that you put the dragon at. However, for doing so, if you have the right matching symbol, you put the dragon there, and you actually get the bonuses that are involved. And this is anywhere from resources to more money to other cards. And you plop the dragon down, you get the resource bonus for it right away, and then you get to choose one of the dragons and fire off their ability, even the one that you just placed. So you're basically triggering a whole bunch of things. On top of that, you even get a shop ability at the end. This will say get 2 times reward from an empty slot here, or gain 2 times all dragons good here. So you double up on goods. So you just get a bunch of good stuff for sending your dragon shopping, right? This is awesome. It's like a no-brainer. You send them there, and you could send them to multiple shops. Now, this town will grow as you go along. And as you're going along, you're going to be drawing more dragons to fill out these shops. Try to make your ideal shops so that when you go there, it fits your kind of battle plan or your strategy. As shops fill out, now they have a max. So what happens is they can only fit 3 dragons. Once the 3 dragons are full, you actually have a deck of new towns. Actually, where did I put my new deck of towns? Here we go. So you have a new deck of towns that basically you pull from. And you basically will pull out a random top card from the new deck of towns, and you'll put that on out into a new square. And that will start to fill out your town. And that's also kind of a timer for the game. Once you fill out your town, the game's done. On top of, I think if you run out of the different card stacks, you can run out of you run the game out too. But largely the towns are going to be your timer. So as you fill out the towns, you'll get new areas. I love the names and the designs on all this. Like I said, they really knocked it out of the park with the art. And everybody's going to be going around doing that. They'll be going to the new towns and new shops in the town and getting more resources to buy. Now, you can also, what you use these resources for, you're like, well, what do you use the resources for, buddy? You buy enchantments. So you have enchantments down here that you can buy, and they also attach to these things. So what happens is you get these enchantments as you go along, and they cost those resources that you're getting. So the idea is when you go to one of these shops, not only do you get the stuff there, but you could spend your resources to enchant this shop. And basically you'll get a bonus, and basically the enchantment goes onto the shop and actually enhances the shop. It'll give you more when you go there. So it's pretty cool. Like if I can get it under the cart, it'd be super helpful. Now I'm kind of cheating. Your icon has to match what the shop has there, although there are wild shops with this very well named the Spice Tower to outfit with the shop. But that also further enhances the shop, because when people go there, then you'll get bonuses for it, and then further when people go to the shop, they will also get the extra bonuses when they go there. So you're basically creating this little engine that everybody kind of shares, because you can't make a shop exclusive to yourself, but you're also helping yourself by doing so. You're rewarding yourself by doing so. It's a very cool, very, very cool, cute game. The best way I could describe it is kind of a medium, almost to lightweight, because I don't always consider worker placements necessarily quite light, because it's a different way of thinking, but it's kind of a medium to lightweight game. It is a great, I think, intro for anybody looking to get into more Euro-styled or worker placement games, especially great for families that want to introduce a new concept to games, and the theme alone sells it. But if you just want kind of a cool down game, you want something a little meatier but not crazy, this is a perfect game in our house, because we love worker placement games, but you always don't want to play some of these heavier, chunkier games like Waterdeep or even Feast of Odin up there. You just want something that you can kind of breeze through, have a lot of fun with, have a strategy, have resources and stuff, but not be too weighed down. And it's just adorable. The game is just adorable, and it's just a lot of fun. It flows by really, really well. I give this game a solid 4 out of 5. I'm a more complex gamer, so generally like lighter games, I usually downgrade a little bit. But honestly, this was getting close to a 5. But I'm sticking with my 4. The theme is spot on. The components are great. The mat is awesome. All of this game is just awesome, and it is just a solid game. It is a lot of fun. Like I said, the only hitch might be for people who like more complex, weighty games or whatever. This might fall a little less flat, or maybe if you're not into the theme. Although I don't know who the heck isn't into cute dragons. I mean, what kind of crazy people aren't into cute dragons, right, honey? I mean, that's just nuts.
Al Qaeda.
Are they even still around? I don't even know if they're around anymore. So yeah, basically grab this game. Now for a while there, it was hard to find. I think you can find it now if you. I think it's available now fairly widely. But for a while there, it was a pain to get. So check it out, guys. Flamecraft, a light worker placement game, but it is the theme and everything carries through, so you can drag your whole family into it. Definitely awesome. And even if you have a lot of worker placement games, it's just another great alternative worker placement game to add to your collection, guys. So thanks again for my whole 1 minute there. I know I kind of went over 60 something seconds, but I was close. I was kind of on the money. Flamecraft, 4 out of 5, 4 salty meters, whatever we're putting at the bottom of the graph. Now, the salty meters, I think we do. Mr. Salty. We're putting 4 salties down there, guys. Check it out. Buy it now. You will not go wrong. And as always, of course, don't forget to flame on.